Hey, I'm Alexandre. Welcome to A Gentleman's Guide, where we talk dating, psychology, and how to stop wasting time in the modern mess of male-female dynamics. Today we're diving into why modern dating feels so damn frustrating and what you can actually do about it. Ever been ghosted after a great date? Ever stared at your phone wondering why someone unmatched you for no reason? Or spend hours chatting on a dating app only for it to fizzle out completely? You're not alone. Dating can feel frustrating, and I'm going to break down why. Let's start with why rejection in dating feels so intense. Dating taps into some of our deepest emotional needs. So when someone ghosts us or turns us down, it's not just disappointing, it can feel personally painful. Take this example. You're supposed to meet someone for a business lunch. They cancel. Whatever, you move on. But if your date doesn't show up, that can hit hard. Why? Because it triggers feelings of abandonment or not being lovable. That's also why a lot of guys struggle to approach women. They attach so much emotional meaning to potential rejection that it becomes almost paralyzing. And then dating apps came along and made everything worse. Sure, they made it easier to meet people, but they also trained us to believe there's always someone better just one swipe away. So people don't try as hard. They put in minimal effort. Hey becomes the default opener. Just surface level small talk, no personality. And when something doesn't click, just hit the delete button. Apps make it easy to ghost. And that behavior unfortunately spilled over into real life. Not nice. Now, let's talk about game playing, because it's everywhere. A lot of people delay replying to messages not because they're busy, but because they want to look busy. We hold back feelings to avoid seeming desperate. We keep options open. We play it cool to a point where we're not even real anymore. But here's the thing, game playing is toxic and being honest and straightforward, way more attractive. Now, this next point might be a little controversial, but it's true. Women control the dating market. Hear me out. Whether you like it or not, in heterosexual dating, women are the gatekeepers of sex. They decide whether a conversation continues, they decide if the date happens, they decide if there's a second one. That's just the way the power dynamic works. I understand that for a lot of men, this can seem unfair, but I didn't make the rules. What's certain though, is that understanding them can save you a lot of frustration. Let's shift gears now and talk about communication. Men and women don't just say different things, they say them differently. Women often speak in a more indirect way. Their communication is designed to build connection, what we call rapport talk. Men, on the other hand, tend to stay more factual, goal-oriented, less emotionally layered. So when a woman says, maybe, or we'll see, it's not always clear what she really means, and that leads to a ton of miscommunication. Not because someone's lying, but because we're speaking a different emotional language. I actually did 2 full episodes about this on my audio podcast, A Gentleman's Guide. You'll find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. If you want to go deeper, it's episode 33 and 34. But back to our topic. There's something most people forget. We're on different clocks. Women generally have a limited reproductive window, and that shapes how selective they are in dating. They might walk away quickly if something feels off, even for what seems like a trivial reason. The same goes for sex. Guys usually want it sooner, women often take more time. That mismatch alone causes confusion and frustration. And finally, dating is kind of like a lottery. I know that sounds strange, but hear me out. Finding a great match isn't just about being the right person, it's about being in the right place at the right time. There's a big element of chance to it. And like the lottery, it's a numbers game. The more you play, the more you show up, the more people you meet, the higher your odds. But most people give up too early. They think they failed after a few tries. In reality, they just stop playing. Now that we know why dating feels so frustrating, what can you actually do about it? First, stop taking rejection so personally. I know you heard that a million times, but it's actually good advice. Remind yourself, a lot of times rejection isn't about you, it's about timing, preferences, the other person's state of mind, that's a very important one by the way, or random circumstances. Other times, it's a wake-up call that you might need to change something about yourself or rethink the kind of people you keep falling for. And honestly, that's a good thing. Second, be honest and direct. Drop the games. Be one of the few people who says what they actually feel. It's rare and attractive. Third, work on your communication. If you're a guy, learn to listen between the lines. If you're a woman, be aware that guys often take your words literally. Better communication equals fewer misunderstandings and less frustration. And finally, increase your volume. If dating is a numbers game, show up more. Talk to more people, go on more dates, open more conversations. You can't win the lottery if you never buy a ticket. That's my 5 cents for today. If this hit home, drop a comment below and let me know. What's been your most frustrating dating experience? You can also reach me at alex@polyglotradio.com or DM me at Instagram. It's at @AGG_podcast. If you like this, hit subscribe, tap that like button, and maybe share it with a friend who's deep in the dating trenches. And until next time, may you find the love you deserve.